such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. And this murder Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence? Gosh damn it. Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people. Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving down a Provo right now. I'm so pissed. Damn it.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. I've covered and reacted to some of his videos here before, so I understood the influence he carried and the impact he had on people. But beyond that, what truly disturbs me is the act of violence itself and the way some are reacting to it. Charlie Kirk was not just a public figure. He was a husband and a father whose children will now grow up without him. No matter how polarizing his views may have been, celebrating someone's death crosses a line of basic humanity. I may not have agreed with him on everything. Truth is, I don't agree 100% with anyone, but disagreement should never equal wishing harm. Unfortunately, what I'm seeing now is a growing trend where too many people simply don't care about human life if it doesn't align with their own beliefs. I can't understand how anyone could watch that and feel like celebrating.
You motherfucking animals! You liberal, progressive, deranged fucking animals! You are so hateful in your hearts to go out and shoot a young man who's never hurted anyone with Christian values, a young, beautiful family, a father, a husband, a friend, a son. You shot him. Why? Because you didn't agree with his politics? Because you didn't agree with his ideology? That's the reason why he deserves to die? You fucking animals!
As a Christian, seeing these kinds of reactions forces me to stop and ask, when did this become normal? This isn't the first time we've witnessed it in America, and sadly, it feels like it's becoming more common. When I look at the political left, yes, liberals, unfortunately, it often seems that when they don't get their way in discourse or debate, they turn to hostility and even violence. How much longer can this continue before people finally say enough? Now, I want to be clear, this channel isn't about politics. We usually focus on dating, relationships, and marriage. But I also lean conservative in my values, and this moment makes me question whether I need to pay more attention to politics, because it's hard to ignore what's happening. It feels like there are people in this country who hate Christians, people who won't just disagree with you, but will actually celebrate your death. That's a frightening reality. If you're a public speaker, or even just someone who admires voices that go against the mainstream, this changes everything about how you think about safety and protection. Anyone willing to speak boldly in today's climate has to understand the risks. And here's the truth. I believe this tragedy will have the opposite effect of what the person behind this act of evil intended. Instead of silencing voices, it will only make more people realize how urgent it is to stand up for what they believe in.
Whatever you think or feel about Charlie Kirk, he has a wife and a child.
Right.
And I always would want us to fight for democracy, not political violence. I would never advocate for such radical action against someone,
Right.
even someone whose views that I condemn. And it makes me upset that this is how politics is going. It makes me upset that this is what a democracy is supposed to look like, that this is how people feel that they can solve political problems, because it isn't. I'm so sorry to his family and his child. Anyone who's posting pictures of him being shot in comment sections and laughing about it doesn't understand what they're advocating for. They don't understand what's going to happen now. They don't realize that this is dangerous. They don't realize that they don't fully understand what they're doing. Political violence like this affects all of us. It doesn't just affect people that you disagree with. And I hope he lives. This isn't a step in the right direction. This isn't fighting fascism. This is not what politics should look like.
By the way, Just so you guys know, we're mainly reacting here. I'm giving light commentary while focusing on how people themselves are responding to this situation. Let's go through a few of the comments under this post. The top one says, "Girl, be so for real." Another person added, "You guys need to understand that she has empathy. She actually met Charlie Kirk in person and had real conversations with him." What they're pointing out is that this wasn't just some distant figure for her, it was someone she knew, and the idea that he's now gone could understandably be traumatizing. Still, despite that, a lot of people are brushing it off, just repeating, "Girl, be for real," as if to downplay the seriousness of it. That's honestly sad to me. At least one commenter acknowledged how brutal that video was, which shows some level of remorse. And here's something I just realized while reading this. If I'm not mistaken, I've actually reacted to a debate between her and Charlie Kirk before. Yes, I did. And you know what? It's refreshing to see her show some genuine humanity in the face of such a brutal and tragic event.
We have major breaking news out of Utah where Charlie Kirk has passed away, according to Real America's Voice, which is the television network that aired, aired in the past tense if this is indeed the case, although it has not been confirmed by other outlets. This is the network that aired Charlie's show. They have a chyron on the bottom of the screen showing the words "Charlie Kirk has passed," showing photos of him and his family. Charlie was rushed to the hospital, and the last report before this was that he was in critical condition. And judging by the imagery I saw, there is no reason to believe this is not the case. So it sounds like Charlie Kirk has died. He was 31 years old.
Wow.
Which
wow.
means he was born in 1993.
1993.
But he has made his mark going around the country spreading far-right propaganda.
Charlie Kirk was just assassinated at on the UVU campus in Orem, Utah, at his rally or whatever. We believe he was killed. He was shot in the neck. I'm getting this. This just happened for my sister. She was there. She saw it. People are disgusting.
Breaking news coming out just moments ago. Charlie Kirk has died. President Trump announcing that just moments ago. Prayers to his family, his friends. This is a bad situation. I've been following this afternoon, giving you the updates on the case. For those of you who don't know, Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA, it's an organization, conservatives. He reaches out to young people to try to educate them about conservative values. He was speaking at a college in Utah, and he had just started speaking. It was an outdoor event, thousands of people it looked like, when a shot was fired. The videos are disturbing, and I will not put them here or anywhere.
It was disturbing.
He was rushed to a hospital. Early reports are he was in critical condition, but now, just moments ago, President Trump announcing that Charlie Kirk has passed. The person who did this, according to investigators, is still on the loose, has not been found.
Wow.
Make sure you're following me right here. I'm going to give you updates as the story evolves.
So it absolutely grieves me to say this, but Charlie Kirk has passed away. He succumbed to his gunshot wound. I'm very reluctant to make this video, but I find it very important to do so. Charlie Kirk spoke truth. Charlie Kirk loved America, he loved God, he loved his family, and he loved this country. Now, I don't care how much someone disagrees with someone. We have a First Amendment right in this country to speak our minds, whether differences or not. Now, I've seen comments of all of these liberals scoffing. This is before the news came out that he passed, scoffing at the fact that he got shot. Do you guys feel better now? A husband, a father just died. And sadly, it takes someone like Charlie Kirk losing his life to bring unity to this insane country that we are living in. Even Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom can rationalize and say violence is wrong in this scenario. There is a mental health crisis in this country, and there is an evil, and I don't care if you're religious. I am, and I know that this is the battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. The evilness in this world just points right back to Satan. This is not a gun issue. This is a salvation issue. And I pray for every person that feels happiness and joy In this passing, I pray for you. So rest in peace to you, Charlie. I will not stop fighting for truth, for this country, for God, for America. This fight for truth will continue, and his passing will not be in vain. I truly believe that a lot of people are going to wake up to the fact that the left is not for good. They are evil. How many assassination attempts, how many deaths is it going to take for people to realize that the left is evil? So yeah, my heart goes out to Charlie's family. I myself am a wife. I myself am a mother to 2 kids, the same exact age as Charlie's kids, and I could not fathom them losing their father or myself at the expense in the hands of someone that just disagrees with us. We need to do better.
Charlie Kirk is dead, according to a Telegram site with 170,000 followers. The rest of the U.S. media has not confirmed anything. I am just passing this along. I'm former MLB agent Joshua Kuznick, and the political violence America saw today is going to have a lasting effect and trauma on an entire generation. There is an entire young culture, irrespective of whether you agree with him or not,
Right.
that looks up to this man as a hero.
Very
And
true.
you are going to have to deal with the fallout of this violent terrorist act against a hero to the right. I imagine the backlash will be swift and irrational. It probably will have nothing to do with reform of weapons and more to do with punitive punishment.
So I just opened up Twitter, and what I saw made me truly sick to my stomach. But what scares me way more is what I saw when I opened the comments. And I saw people celebrating and taking joy in watching a father with a family and young children be shot, fatally shot in the neck. And I'm seeing GIFs of people clapping their hands. And I'm seeing people literally celebrate an act of terrorism. And these are, mind you, these are the same people who speak out against guns and who vocally are against guns. And now we're just shooting people that we're not smart enough to argue with, using the guns that we're so against. What the actual fuck are we doing? How did we get here? And I guarantee that they're going to turn this into like a whole gun control thing. This is why we should get rid of guns. This is why we should get rid of guns. Like, who on the left side is getting murdered with guns? But it's the right side, right? It's the Republican side. What the fuck are we doing, guys?
Everybody and their mother should be sick to their stomachs right now. What the fuck is going on? You don't just shoot people because you don't like them. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? This man had a wife and 2 children. Whether you agreed with him or not, he had every right to be doing what he was doing. And people just, oh my God. I'm like literally, I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. It is just, I mean, genuinely, what the fuck?
I'm literally shaking right now. This is not fucking made up. Charlie Kirk is in Utah, where I fucking live, and was just shot. The fact that you sick fucks can literally not fucking handle someone having a different opinion than you and going to the point of shooting someone who is a husband and father is fucking sick. And to see people in comments joking about this, laughing about this, saying finally, you guys are the fucking issue. I'm enraged right now. I was literally going to go to this event to watch Charlie and to watch the debates live. I am sick. I am so fucking sick right now and so fucking disappointed in Utah. I love Utah. I love this state. But the fact that this fucking happened in fucking Utah, fuck you all. Fuck you, You guys literally deserve fucking nothing. I am shaking. If he survives this, which I don't know if he will, I don't know if anyone has seen the videos of him being fucking shot. if he survives this, like, I'm in disbelief. I literally have no fucking words. Fuck you all. Fuck you. You joke about a man's life. I am so conservative and I am so stern in my views. I would never laugh about death coming from the other side. I would never joke about it. I would never say finally. I would never wish it upon anyone on the fucking left. You guys are the fucking issue who are acting like this. I'm fucking sick. Fuck you all who think it's funny or who say anything. This was a man, a father, a husband. He's done so much, whether you approve of it or fucking not. I'm livid. I'm so fucking sick.
When you look at the assassination attempts we've seen in recent years, some tragically successful, including the attempt on former President Donald Trump, you have to stop and ask, at what point do the people online who are celebrating, saying, "This is okay, I'm happy this happened," finally realize how dangerous this mindset is? Will it take things getting far worse before that reality hits? What many people don't seem to grasp is that persecution, martyrdom, or silencing someone because you disagree with them almost always has the opposite effect. It strengthens the ideology instead of destroying it. History proves this. Christianity grew the most during times of intense persecution, not peace. If you can't persuade someone through discussion, debate, or reasoning, eliminating them doesn't erase their ideas. It doesn't suddenly make people say, "Well, that solved everything." In fact, it often sparks more passion, more loyalty, and more resistance. That's what concerns me here, and it's what should concern everyone. Do people really believe this act of violence will cause Charlie Kirk supporters, especially the young men who looked up to him, to suddenly walk away from those beliefs? Or is it more likely that this tragedy will only harden their commitment?
The Democratic Party has literally turned into a terrorist organization, and no, I am not exaggerating. A terrorist is someone who uses violence or uses the threat of violence to push their ideologies, whether that be political, religious, whatever. And every single person who is cheering that Charlie Kirk just got shot, who is cheering on his shooter, you are now a part of a terrorist organization. I'm honestly so scared for this country right now because it is becoming more and more clear how many domestic terrorists we have in this country that will use violence, will use the threat of violence, or will cheer on violence to silence people that don't agree with them. Anyone who is cheering this on, anyone who is supporting this, number one, you're literally supporting a terrorist attack. Number two, you should be jailed and charged with terrorism. You should. This is a terrorist attack against one of our own citizens, and you people are sitting here cheering it on. You are the group of violence. You are the party of fear-mongering, intimidation, and you are becoming a domestic terrorist group.
Fuck the woke liberal disease. And God bless Charlie Kirk and his family. Hope you guys are fucking happy. And I'm sure a lot of you are. You miserable.
I've come to accept that we now live in a world where, if someone disagrees with you, especially online, it doesn't matter what space you're in. This isn't limited to politics. It can happen in any genre, on any public platform. The reality is, when you step into the spotlight, you have to understand the risks. We're in the middle of a mental health crisis where too many people can't control their emotions, don't value themselves, and are consumed by hate. God help us! And so, whether I agree with someone or not, I believe this. If you are willing to stand firm in your values today, you are a great man or woman among most. I'll be praying for Charlie Kirk's family, and I'll also be praying for the person responsible that they may find a change of heart. Because that's what God calls us to do, to show compassion, even when it's hard. To me, Charlie Kirk was a man who stood by his convictions, no matter the cost. That's the latest from Gossip Vault, your number one source for breaking celebrity news and the stories the world can't stop talking about. If you found value in this update, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. Until next time, stay tuned and stay charged up with Gossip Vault.